Of the 45 men who served as United States presidents, 2 have been independent, meaning they didn't belong to any political party. The first was first President George Washington. George Washington was the most beloved person across the country due to his war hero and sacrifice during the American War of Independence. Even those who were skeptical of Washington knew that he was the only man who everyone would accept for the office of the presidency. Furthermore, running on a party ticket wasn't an option. This wasn't because there were no political parties to join, but Washington was against the opening of political parties, feeling they would do way more harm than good. And the two political parties, the Democratic Republican Party and the Federalist Party, would be formed simply after Washington left the office of the president. The second adult independent was 10th President John Tyler. Tyler entered the presidency as a Whig, but was expelled from the party, making him an independent. Tyler was all for joining political parties, but after he vetoed a bill, he was expelled from the party. John Tyler actually was a Democrat before his presidency, but changed his ideology to a Whig. There have been 2 independent presidents, 1 Federalist president, 16 Democrats, 19 Republicans, 4 Whigs, and 1 Federalist. The independents have only occupied the White House for a little less than 8 years. Tyler served a partial term, and Washington served 2 terms. Making it the second party with the second least. The only other was the Federalist Party, which had won. In his younger years, Andrew Johnson identified himself as an independent. From 1920 to 1928, 8 years prior to be elected, Herbert Hoover was identified as an independent. For 2011 to 2012, 4 years prior to being elected, Donald Trump was identified as an independent. 52 years prior to being elected, Joe Biden identified as an independent. There have been multiple independent candidates. There were 3. John B. Anderson lost the Republican nomination to Ronald Reagan and ran as an independent in 1980. Ross Perot ran as an independent in both 1992 and 1996. Some argued that Andrew Johnson could be an independent. He was technically a Democrat, but he ran as a Republican on the vice presidential ticket with Abraham Lincoln. Thus, he is considered to be a Democrat. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and watching more of my videos.